hey, on me. Listen, hey, I challenge you guys to fix the culture, okay? You more than fixed it. Go play for each other. We've got this. Be you. You're ready. Let's go.
The Concord Chargers, the official girls flag football club of the Los Angeles Chargers.
The actual vision goes back to COVID. We were sitting there in COVID, and we are also involved with the Matt Leinart Flag Football League. And at the time, it was just, what are we not doing well? And it was the girls' game. We saw that the NAIA had just come out and created, a college league with, 16 teams. And so we started to go, well, is there something at the high school level that maybe people would be interested in?
The initial goal for this was just to give the girls another avenue to compete. We watched on TV the NFL Flag Championships, and Ryan Bertoni and I would text after, and we'd be like, we can compete with these girls.
When I first started, I was playing in a co-ed league, and I was just playing with boys. So when I saw high schools started adding it, my high school ended up adding it because I was pushing it forward. Then CIF got it approved, and just the rapid growth of it, from being 12 years old and playing on a boys team to being 17 and playing on an all-girls club team. It's been a rapid growing sport.
It's just so crazy to see how big it is for men and how it could be for women once we start getting this sport growing. And so it just shows a lot of opportunities that could be possible for us.
This club has exploded in recent years. I think we've got 9 teams going to Canton, Ohio, representing the Concord Chargers, most ever for one club. It's phenomenal, and it's only been 2.5 years.
Qualifying's great. We also want to go win.
Zach came to us and said, we really want to be involved with your group. And so we told him about this girls club program. And the Chargers were super excited about it and said, okay, how can we help to support it? And it's not just going to be, we don't just want Chargers on there. We want this to be a full partnership.
I can remember 3 years ago sitting around the table with Ryan talking about what this could look like. At the time, I definitely didn't realize, today where it would be, but the one thing I did know was going into it, if we were going to be involved, we were going to go all in and do this right. We've provided support for jerseys and equipment and other things, but I think the most impactful stuff has been off the field.
That's from a storytelling perspective too. You have to start from the bottom and build up as much as starting at the top and going down.
We hosted a women in sports panel for the group. They've been out on NFL Network. They've come out to our games in suites, played at halftime during games. We've had girls that have been featured in NFL flag campaigns and commercial shoots. So we just have really tried to find, every opportunity we can to definitely highlight our group.
We really consider ourselves, Chargers. We're not just a third-party club. We are the Chargers.
Well, you talk about consecutive and championships. A lot of people in our game in the NFL, when you do that, you get to a Hall of Fame, and in a few days, you're going to go to Canton to play in that championship, the NFL Flag Championships.
This is the culmination, right? This is what you work for. We qualified as the Chargers tournament in November. We're 8 months later.
Our chemistry on our team is just unmatched.
We've been working on team bonding outside and hopefully building a connection.
We all just have so much fun, and it's not only about winning, but it's also about lifting up the people around you and being able to win for your teammate, not just for yourself.
And I think we've been working really hard, so hopefully we get to show everybody what we got and how long we've been working at this in Ohio.
The eyes of the flag football universe squarely focused on Canton, Ohio, as we welcome you to the NFL Flag Championship. Jacksonville taking on the Chargers. The winner of this will move on to the quarterfinals tomorrow.
These games are 24 minutes. That's why we kind of preach to these girls, every play is so important.
So we're looking at third down in midfield. They're about 6 yards away. Pass complete for the first down to number 7.
You don't have a lot of time, so momentum is huge. You got to seize it. When you get that opportunity, you got to capitalize on it.
Into the end zone, caught! Touchdown, Gatron. Who else?
Wow, that was phenomenal.
Don't let them think they're in this game. Once you give them a shot to be in this game, momentum is really, really scary.
Looking at a double pass here. Way down deep, person open. Caught, it worked. McClin with the catch. Helmar with the pass. They come back and will advance to the quarterfinals by virtue of this 20-7 win against the Jags.
So the Jets game was a perfect example of what we had talked about heading into the Jaguars game, which is jump on them early, don't give them a chance to think that they have a chance in the game. We scored on the first possession, we stopped them on our side, on their side of the field.
4th and mid, big play here for the Jets, and it's tipped away at the last minute. Defensively racing in is Matty Lamb.
Scored again.
Lamb end zone, and the tap dance inbounds for the score. Sophie Guitron from Compton, California.
And so all of a sudden you're up 13-0, and you're rolling. And we had some, some issues on our own side. We had a roughing the passer. Sophie got called for a roughing the passer, a very questionable roughing the passer. And then on 3rd and goal, their smallest player on the field, she's a great receiver, but she gets behind 2 of our seniors on defense on 3rd and goal for 20 yards.
Deep ball, back in the end zone, yes, for the touchdown! Pinpoint accuracy!
So all of a sudden, you find yourself with 5 minutes left and a team that you were up 13-0 on, now you're trailing 14-13. We were confident, we knew we could move the ball against the Jets, and I had told the girls when we got the ball back that we were going to score.
1 foot down, pass is caught cleanly, that's a touchdown.
We went down and scored, and we were able to hold them and take home the win.
Their time is over. Our time is now. I'm sick of talking about Fury. Show the world who the Concord Chargers are.
We knew going into that game it was going to be tough. And unfortunately, we just didn't play well enough in the first half.
Over the middle, wide open. It's Quinn again. Touchdown, Texas.
Our goal was to get to the semifinals, get somewhere you've never been before, and then see what happens over 24 minutes.
Down 7-0. Lamb pulls, caught, touchdown.
To know, though, that we were 7-6 and we had opportunities to score that we didn't execute. Candidly, we didn't execute things that we've done all season. Was frustrating.
The Texans are moving on to the championship game.
We had 9 Concord teams going to Canton, which is the most for one club. And to think that this club didn't exist 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, is remarkable. I think what's exciting for us is what's coming up with the younger group. Our 14U team lost in overtime in a semifinal game. We had 3 12U teams represented in Canton. So the future's bright. We've already seen with tryouts for next season, which are already happening, have already happened. We're excited to see the new blood coming in as more and more word gets out about Concord, especially. We're having players driving from 30, 40, 50 miles away to come play in our league and join our teams.
I think it's obviously very unique, being able to have the opportunity to come, to an NFL facility, be spoken to by Coach Harbaugh, meet Justin Herbert and Derwin James and Ladd McConkey, and huge thanks to Toyota to be able to, host this group here again, provide them with customized cleats and travel suits and luggage, and really send this group off the right way. This group has really become part of the Chargers family here. I know for the girls, it's, something that is really going to be memorable for them for the rest of their lives.